Peace, love, and light, y'all. What's up? Alright, so I'm a couple days late, but we gotta get it out the way, man. This is the fifth installment, the fifth and final installment on the universal laws that affect reality. So we dealing with numbers 41 through 50. So here it is, man. Let's get it. Alright, number 41 is the law of self-worth. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do my disclaimer, man. Hey, my content's for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys to do your own research. Praise my content. Any errors you find, throw in the comments. None of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. All right. Number 41. The law of self-worth breakdown is as follows. It says that you can only attract to yourself. Hold on, my fault. Not that. It says that you can only attract to you that which you feel worthy of. Your self-esteem is critical to your happiness and success. The truth is you are not what you have and you are not what you do. Beneath your fear programming, you are perfect, an enlightened soul, fully self-actualized, a living example of unconditional love. It is only lifetimes of fear programming that are keeping you from acknowledging who you really are. The more you can let go of the fears, the higher your self-esteem and the more options you will have, and the more risks you can take. The better you like yourself, the better others will like you, and the more worthy you will feel. Hey, man, that's pretty self-explanatory right there, man, because if you don't think you XYZ, ain't nobody else, they definitely ain't going to think you XYZ. You know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, man, personally on a side note, man, I always had a high, not always, I'm lying. I had to go through, a lot of, healing, because again, like I said, I had a traumatic childhood, a lot of verbal, physical, emotional, psychological abuse, even sexual abuse. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, once overcoming those issues, and it took a minute. It was a step-by-step process, but you know what I'm talking about. I did the work, you know what I mean, and faced the little fears and self-esteem issues that I had. And here I am today, not a finished product, but I'm far removed from which I came. So, with that being said, man, self-worth, man, you got to believe it before anybody else will or do or can. Because even if somebody outside of yourself sees the greatness in you, if you don't see it, how can you attain it? Number 42, the law of growth. Breakdown is as follows. It says that there is no growth without discontent deep within your center at the level of higher self. You know what is best for you, and it will always be to strive for more awareness. Excuse me. Never allow yourself to reach a level of self-satisfaction where there is no new challenge. There will be no growth without agitation or discontent. So the idea is to gradually study your dissatisfactions, for they will tell you what you are about to leave behind and possibly point to new directions. Make sure the future is one of happiness and success. Growth, man. I used to coin a phrase that I, came across years ago, and that goes as follows. In order to change, there must be growth, for there can be no growth without change. Never factored this in. Again, I'm giving these Jones to y'all as I'm getting them. I'm talking about I'm getting these Jones. This is, I knew of some of them, but I took the notes from the video, damn near basically word for word, so I could, disseminate this information to people, that aren't privy to them or haven't come across them as of yet, because I know what they're going to do for me. So in knowing what they can do for me, I also know what they can do for others. Each one teach one. Number 43, the law of truth. Breakdown is as follows. It says that truth is what works for you. If you believe something to be, it becomes your truth. No, it becomes truth for you. So, it says the idea is to be very careful about what you accept to be, for it will influence all aspects of your life and your future. Okay. I made a video in the past, and it dealt with well, no, let me put it like this. Yeah, I kind of did. I did, but I got it. The idea came from something that I seen. One of the lectures, that one of the scholars, I believe it was either, Phil Valentine or, Amos Wilson or, John Henrik Clark or one, like I said, one of the elders, but the idea came to me from them, and after analyzing on it, I came out with basically, a lot of us have shaped and built and shaped our lives around, things that we've been, purposefully miseducated about as it relates to multiple aspects of reality. Just even like the elder Taj Tariq Bey, he said that, the word God, it's not a noun, it's a transitive verb. You see what I'm saying? So linguistically, a lot of us are illiterate because a lot of us haven't even heard of etymology. And a lot of the dictionaries that they, push off to the public, they do not embody the etymology. You have to ask or specifically seek one out that has the etymology. So the law of truth, man, as a man thinketh, or as a woman thinketh, so shall he or her be. So be careful what you accept as truth. Investigate everything, man. Praise everything. Number 44, the law of summarized experience. Breakdown is as follows. It says that you are the sum you are the sum total of all that has ever happened to you. In this life, you are now living in all of your past lives. Everything from your health to your relationships, your sexual experiences, your developed abilities, your career standing, and everything else can be used as a barometer to show who you are and to tell if your conscious and subconscious are functioning in harmony. Summarized experience, man. Everything that the spiritual essence of who you are, the soul, everything that the soul has encountered. Not only in this lifetime, but in previous lifetimes. Some of us have been here more times than others. They call that being an evolved soul. If you know, you know. But those experiences are what shape and mold you, because your outer existence is only how do I word this? Is only a representation of how you see yourself. And how you see yourself is based off the experiences that you have been through. This is why spirituality is so important, man. A lot of y'all don't get it yet. But, spirituality and religion are not the same things, man. In spirituality, you have your own experiences to shape your opinions and ideas, i.e., your truth. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it equates to. So anyway, again, that one was pretty self-explanatory, but I just threw my little piece on it. So number 45 is the law of belief. How ironic. We just was talking about belief. Okay. Well, yeah, it was mixed in there. All right, number 45, the law of belief. Breakdown is as follows. It says that you can have anything that you want if you can give up the belief that you can't have it. I'm going to read that again for the people. All right. The law of belief. It says that you can have anything that you want if you can give up the belief that you cannot have it. As long as what you want doesn't conflict with someone else's belief. As an example, if you desire a fulfilling, growth-oriented, one-to-one relationship, but demand it to be with a particular person, you are not operating in harmony with the universe. Once you set your intentions and ask for what you want, you're supposed to disassociate with the outcome. As another example, in the area of accomplishment, you must receive the education necessary to create what you want. So, this is the area on which to focus your desirous energy. Okay, the law of belief. That's the breakdown it gave, man. We gotta work with what we got. All right. Next, number 46 is the law of Dharmic direction. And if you go back on, I believe it's the first installment of these 50 universal laws that affect reality, I gave the definition of Dharma for those who don't know it, or just look it up in your phone. It says that you have within you a guiding principle, which is your duty to yourself and society. Karma has directed your past life and present life experiences. Always urging you to forge ahead into activities and learning experiences to form the character required to fulfill your destiny. Oh, wow. I'm going to read that part again. I don't want that to get past nobody. It says that you have within you a guiding principle, which is your duty to yourself and society, because we all connected. Karma has directed your past Yeah, karma has directed your past life and present life experiences, always urging you to forge ahead into activities and learning experience to form the character required to fulfill your destiny. You know, and those of us, who have gotten to the point where they are seeking what they're destined to do in this lifetime, this is going to resonate more deeply with you. Okay, now, of course, you always have the free will not to fulfill your Dharma. But the secret is to listen to your inner direction, which will direct you to fulfill your Dharma and resolve your karma. Your Dharmic direction is natural for you and probably falls within one of several directions. Workforce. This path includes a majority of general occupations, including homemaker. 2. Military. Includes soldiers and all kinds of police and militia. 3. Service. Includes most religious workers, those in medical, social... those in medical, social services, and welfare, and many practicing physicians. Okay. Number 4 is creativity. Creativity includes artists, writers, poets, musicians, and entertainers. Number 5 is science. Includes medical researchers, scientists, technologists, and physicists. Number 6, philosophy. Includes all who present theories about why man does what he does. And number 7 is government. And that includes political leaders from the president on down to all forms of elected officials. Elected office, rather. Okay. Alrighty. Number 47. The Law of Purifying Action. It says that by living the 3 pillars of Dharma, you will spiritually evolve. The pillars are as follows. Generosity, meaning non-greed, letting go. The karmic results of generosity are abundance and deep harmonious relationships with others. 2, moral restraint. This includes 5 basic precepts. Number 1 is not killing. 2, not stealing. 3, not committing sexual misconduct. 4, not using wrong speech. 5, not taking intoxicants which will cloud the mind and make it dull. Now, pardon me, y'all. Now, as an explanation, sexual misconduct means refraining from actions of sexuality which cause pain and harm to others, or turbulation or disturbances in ourselves. Refraining from wrong speech means not only telling the truth, but avoiding a lot of frivolous talk and gossip. That's a big one, ain't it? Okay. All right. Speech should be gentle, creating harmony and unity between people. The 3rd pillar of Dharma is meditation, and it covers 2 areas. 1, concentration, i.e. the ability of the mind to stay steady on an object without wavering. And number 2 is the cultivation of insight, to see clearly the process of things and the nature of Dharma. Okay, number 48, the law of karmic excess. All right. Breakdown is as follows. It says that karma incurred in one incarnation could be so overwhelmingly harmonious or disharmonious that to have it turn in one lifetime would put you out of balance. Therefore, it is to be dispersed or worked out in more than one incarnation. I get from that is that, based upon us all having free will, and being creatures of habit, I can remember before I changed my life around, I was addicted to certain shit. I was a straight thrill seeker. You know what I mean? And a lot of people gamble. I gambled with life. You know what I mean? I did risky shit. And the motherfucker, you know what I mean? I did, yeah. So, and had I not caught myself, then the level of, no return, that line of no return could have easily been crossed. So I say that to say this, man. We creatures of habit, and a lot of us, we become addicted to certain things, and a lot of times our appetites dictate our behaviors. So if you become addicted to something and you grow an appetite for a thing, then, especially if you focus completely externally as opposed to internally, and you're not paying yourself no mind on the inner level, it's going to control you, because you damn sure won't be in control of it. Especially when you neglecting your inner self anyway, on a whole. So, that's just something, to be aware of, man. Number 49, the law of release. It advises you to let go of anything that is no longer useful and purposeful, without regrets and without resentment. Think this includes such things as books, philosophy, clothing, a belief, your lifestyle, even a club membership. And the list goes on and on. The pleasure should be in the moment of the experience. And when it is no longer useful, you free yourself to start another learning experience without being bound by the old. Self-explanatory, people, And a lot of people just ain't gonna get it, man. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of people don't want to get it. It's not that they don't understand it. They ain't trying to hear it. But, it is what it is. Excuse me. Last and final of the 50, man, is number 50. The law of ritual. Okay? Now, a quick disclaimer before I even get into this. And this is for all you slick cats, that like to, toy into the negative side of things, candle magic, kitchen magic, the little, mirror magic and the evil eye and all that sucker shit. Listen, man, don't take this number 50 and try to run and go do some more bullshit and get yourself hemmed up spiritually. I'm trying to tell you some real shit, because, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it where it's at. A lot of us, man, including myself, and we babies to this, you know what I mean? Because we, a lot of what we knew and know come from our open, our the conquerors of our ancestors, and if you haven't even delved into what they do and the things they practice and how they practice the things they practice, yet you want to run into spirituality because you done read a book or two and trying to, throw some negativity somebody's way, man. Don't get yourself all fucked up. And it ain't a threat. I'm just letting you know, like I said at the beginning of the video, none of us have been alive long enough to know all that transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. So, play at your own risk. The law of ritual breakdown is as follows. It says that any act performed repeatedly with specific intent becomes a rite. Each time the ritual is repeated, its power is enhanced 3 ways. 1, by focusing the intent, the performer intensifies the power of his mind to control reality. Simple enough. That has a lot to do with certain aspects of manifestation. Number 2, the performer gives permission to his guides and those on the other side to assist him in the desired manifestation. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. Number 3, each performance of the rite draws upon the energy of all who have used the rite throughout all time. As an example, in using the pinnacle rite of protection, the performer draws upon the energy of people over the centuries who have used this rite to ward off negativity. Thus, the power is increased manyfold. Okay? So, man, finally got through it, man. Y'all got all 50 of them now. Hopefully, y'all use them to better, the circumstances in your life, as opposed to what I just gave a disclaimer about, because it just is what it is, man. Play at your own risk, but at the end of the day, the intent I set to put these out were in good faith in trying to in an attempt to disseminate information that has been held from us, and it's really no excuse no more, regardless to what type of information you're trying to delve into, because we are in the age of information. So if you lacking any kind of knowledge today, so all right, man, hopefully, man, this resonated with somebody, man, and or somebody was able to draw some benefit from the information dispensed. With that being stated, man, y'all be easy, and I'm gone.